Your medical gap cover is not a medical aid or medical scheme, but an insurance policy that covers all dependents on the main member's medical scheme, with the exception of multiple spouses. Medical schemes set the amount that they will pay for each and every treatment they will cover. This is known as the Medical Scheme Tariff, or MST. Your medical scheme will pay 100%, 150% or even 200% of the medical scheme tariff, depending on the option you are on. When being treated, however, surgeons, anaesthetists and other medical specialists are free to charge whatever they like.
With the result being that they frequently do and substantially more than the MST. Your Universal Gap Cover policy takes care of this unpaid shortfall.
Let's look at a quick example to better illustrate this point. Michelle is hospitalized for a routine appendix operation. The procedure is performed without complications and she's in and out of hospital in 2 days. A week later, she receives the bill. She's not expecting any surprises as she's on a medical option that pays 100%. This is Michelle's problem. While a medical aid scheme will pay 100% of their predetermined tariff, her doctor charges a completely different rate. She opens the bill, which reads, General Surgeon's fees, R10,200.38. Anaesthetist, R7,544. Total charge, R17,744.38. Medical scheme tariff at 100%, R7,247.75. Unpaid, R10,496.63. Michelle now needs to find the additional R10,496.63 to settle the anaesthetist and surgeon.
Your Universal Gap Cover policy takes care of this unpaid shortfall.
This is the unpaid amount that your Universal Gap policy covers. Once you put in your claim, we will pay the shortfall up to 5 times the MST, to a total maximum of R250,000 per individual and R2.5 million per family per year. Your Zestlife policy also covers what are called co-payments. These are amounts charged by the medical scheme that require upfront payment to access certain facilities and treatments. Medical schemes use these co-payments in a similar way as car insurers use excess payment charges to discourage unnecessary or overly frequent claims against the medical scheme by their members. The typical co-payments charged by medical schemes are R1,000 to R1,500 for hospital admissions and R1,500 to R2,500 for procedures like MRI or CT scans. Your GAP policy covers in-hospital co-payments to a total annual limit of R20,000 per year.
In order to qualify for the gap cover, the procedure that results in the shortfall must be approved and covered by your medical scheme. Universal Gap Cover only pays for the shortfall on doctors and specialist charges, not on ward fees, medicines or prosthesis.
Your GAP policy typically only covers procedures that take place as in-hospital procedures, but there are approximately 50 out-of-hospital procedures that are covered as well, and these are listed in your policy document. Day-to-day medical costs such as GP visits and medicines are not covered. And as with any policy, there are a list of items that can be classified as general exclusions, such as claims resulting from nuclear weapons, waste or warfare, injuries sustained while participating in a criminal act, speed tests such as motor racing, alcohol or drug use. This full list is detailed in your policy document. It's important that you pay careful attention to the waiting periods we apply to curb abuse of the policy, which, unchecked, would lead to much higher premiums becoming payable by you, the policyholder. So, with this in mind, for the first 3 months from the inception of the policy, no claims are permitted. Aside from a 3-month general waiting period, there is a 10-month waiting period for birth-related claims. The following 9 specific conditions, joint replacements, arthroscopic procedures, spinal surgery, nasal and sinus surgery, dentistry, hernia repairs, cataract surgery, hysterectomy and cardiac procedures, receive no benefit for the first 6 months of your gap cover. In the second 6 months, the policy pays 50% of the normal benefit. After the 3-month general waiting period, however, claims resulting from an injury or accident incurred after the commencement of cover will receive the full gap benefit. Likewise, for hysterectomy resulting from a diagnosis of cancer after the commencement of the policy, or any necessary cardiac procedure diagnosed after the commencement of cover, the full gap benefit will also apply.
After the first 12 months, full cover is extended to these 9 elective procedures. Please remember, these waiting periods only apply to these 9 conditions and childbirth-related claims. So when the 3-month general waiting period has elapsed, you are covered for all other conditions subject to the conditions of cover.
When claiming, please contact Zestlife using the contact details provided in your welcome pack. We'll send you a claim form and instructions on everything we require from you. But please note that you need to submit your claim within 6 months of being booked in for the procedure or medical event you are claiming for. We include 10,000 Rand of cover payable in the event of yourself or any individual in your family being diagnosed for the first time with either breast or prostate cancer. Each and every family member covered by your gap policy is covered for an additional 25,000 Rand for accidental disability. And that ends our introduction to your universal gap cover. Once again, please study your policy document and contact us on the following numbers if you have any questions or would like to know more about our other health insurance or debt protection policies.
We look forward to providing ongoing medical gap cover for you and your family. Remember, with Zestlife, you have cover you can trust, people you can depend on. Thanks for watching.